Diddy faces another lawsuit. We knew these were coming, but we got to talk about it.
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal.
What's up? That's right. Diddy is getting hit with another lawsuit. We already know that there was going to be a litany of lawsuits coming out over the next 7 to 10 days. It's been a slow trickle. I'm going to be honest. It's been a slow trickle with these lawsuits, but maybe, this is a brand new week. Maybe there's going to be a whole bunch of other lawsuits coming in throughout the rest of this week. This one dropped apparently at the end of workday yesterday and was reported last night. So, of course, I wanted to give you guys this update. I'm sure there's going to be some other lawsuits here coming very, very soon. But let's take a look at this, okay? So they're saying you did this. This is what one person is alleging, okay? Calling him a beast, an S beast. To be completely honest, okay, we got to use these code words, and I have a feeling we're going to be doing a lot of code word gymnastics here in just a minute, okay? So let's get into this article. Diddy had a one-night stand with a street performer. Problem is, the guy says he was AR'd, at least according to a new lawsuit. So the Bad Boy Records founder is being sued by a John Doe, so another person hiding behind the pseudonym John Doe, who claims Diddy orally AR'd him and SA'd him in the backside. Let's just say that after spiking his drink as well. Again, if these allegations are 110% true, same pattern as every other lawsuit that has been coming out as far as the details, right? This person was spiked a drink and then he was taken advantage of, okay, or viciously attacked. However way you look at it, okay? But moving on, in this lawsuit obtained by TMZ, the man claims he was singing and playing guitar on the street. So he was busking, okay, outside a popular LA nightclub in November of 2022. So just a little bit ago, when a man claimed to be a talent scout for Diddy invited him to a Diddy party. So he's out there busking, playing music, doing what he do, probably getting tips on the side of the road. And then all of a sudden somebody said, hey, you look great. I like your sound. I'm sure Diddy wants to meet you. Come to this thing we got going on with the diddler. Okay, so the John Doe claims he was driven to a private home where Diddy invited him to sit down, have a drink, and talk about his music aspirations. So he says, as the conversation progressed, he complimented Diddy's necklace, and Diddy asked if he wanted to see more of his actual jewelry collection. So yeah, nice necklace. That's awesome. He's like, hey, I got more. You want to go check it out? I got all kinds of stuff, Rolexes, etc. Right? So the guy claims that Diddy then took him to a private room where John Doe suddenly felt drowsy, off balance, and slightly euphoric. That's new, despite consuming only one drink. Now, if that drink was laced with something, that was one potent drink, right? He says the room had no jewelry, and Diddy bluntly asked, have you ever S'd a D before? He claims he told Diddy, no. And Diddy responded, you should try it, while exposing himself, if you get my drift. The guy claims Diddy forced him to perform a particular act on him down below, okay, grabbing the guy's face and forcing to insert himself into this guy, into his mouth. He says he became more incapacitated from the substances that Diddy allegedly gave him, and then Diddy undressed him and then attacked him. Of course, we already know that part. And then he left the room. After he did what he did, Diddy got up, pulled up his pants, and walked out the room, okay, leaving him there. The next morning, the guy claims he woke up at the house to someone giving him an IV, which is also something that we've heard and seen Diddy do on multiple occasions. He'll do his crazy, substance-fueled nights of partying and all that, and then he'll have an IV waiting for him the next morning to kind of replenish, flush out all the excess of the substances that he was on so that he can continue doing what he do, right? So that's some crazy stuff. And again, this person is saying that he was given an IV, right, after this whole situation. and he was driven back to the nightclub and dropped off, never to hear from Diddy again. He claims he suffered pain, mental anguish, emotional torment, humiliation, and shame as a result. Okay. And he's going after Diddy for damages, which is not a surprise. Tony Busby, the attorney representing over 120 alleged Diddy victims, filed this lawsuit. Okay. And of course, we already know what they've been saying as far as the response of from Diddy's team, basically saying he's never SA'd or ST'd anyone. He's never done anything of this sort. It's the rubber stamp response because, of course, let's be real, there is 120 alleged victims that are stepping out and claiming that he did these things to him. So I'm not surprised that we're getting the same response that we've always gotten from Diddy's team. Now, let's talk about this lawsuit. Okay. Now, I'm not sitting here saying that this lawsuit ain't real. I'm not sitting here saying that the lawsuit didn't happen. But one thing is for sure, Tony Busby is coming out the gate with a whole bunch of lawsuits. And I'm hoping to the sweet, sweet baby Jesus that Tony Busby's clients have proof and that he's properly vetting every single last one of them. You got to remember, I understand that Diddy is the diddler. Let's keep it a bean. Diddy is the diddler. We don't have to worry about that part. We don't have to question that. He is a bad man. But did he do all of these? 120 people? Yes, it's decades long of types of possible SAs and him attacking people. Yes, he's had a lot of group meetings, if you get what I'm saying, in bedrooms, hotel rooms, etc. Okay, balconies. I mean, anywhere he can go get it, he gonna get it. I understand that. But 120, all of them? You got to remember, there's still a possibility that 20 out of the 120 could be faking the funk. So I'm hoping that Tony Busby is making sure that all of these cases are 110% properly vetted before he actually takes the step forward in filing these lawsuits. I'm wondering what his vetting process is. That's the other thing, too. I am very curious about that because, again, it's 120 victims. If he's wrong on even just one of them, I can see Diddy or anybody else that's involved that maybe have been dragged into these things, like Jay-Z. I can see them suing the pants off of Tony Busby, not going after him and trying to do a smear campaign. No, I mean, just going after him and just trying to take all of his money. Because again, all of these people that he's filing lawsuits for, I'm not sitting here saying that they could be lying, but I'm just saying that they could. That's still a possibility here. But what say you guys? Because again, you know, you hear enough stories, you watch enough of these YouTube videos that are out here, you read enough of these articles, you watch enough of these documentaries and docuseries that are out here about Diddy, you can make some things up for sure. Or say some of it's true and some of it's a fabrication. For example, the IV could be real, but also could be a fabrication. Maybe this victim heard it from a documentary. All I'm saying is it's still a possibility that some people, some of these victims could be telling the truth. Some of them could be lying. All I'm hoping is that Tony Busby has a vetting process that's able to weed through the fibbers and the truth tellers. That's what I'm hoping for. Because again, doesn't matter. Whatever's coming for Diddy is coming for Diddy. It's already bad. Okay. Regardless if he has 100 or 2 people suing him. Okay. He's got a lot of things coming for him that will keep him behind bars forever. I'm just hoping that the victims are fully 110% the victims and they're getting the justice that they rightfully deserve. Because again, the real victims that are out there, that actually are out there, that want to or are in the middle of suing, you know, sometimes this can tarnish that. So, like I said, you know, we'll see how this pans out. I'm just curious about his vetting process because that is a very interesting. The 120 people is a lot of people, so I'm just wondering what else we got here, right? And hopefully, like I said, they have hard evidence to take this man down on this lawsuit and on all the other lawsuits that are coming for Diddy as well. But comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are, because I'm quite curious about it. And of course, I'd love to see the lawsuit itself, just to dig through it and see what else is really going on there. If there's more information behind it, I'm sure there's more stuff there in the lawsuit that this article is not fully saying. You know what I mean? And if I get that, then we will definitely be looking at it on the main channel. But again, what say you guys? Comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Hit that like button down below. Crush that subscribe button. I'll be talking to you guys soon. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. Talk soon. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.
Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild.